Welcome back. Now we are in round 9. Suppose this is round 9. We have Jimoh Abdulmumin and John Aiyedun. Going first is Abdulmumin. Now he has a rank of UALERGI. Okay. Now these are the kind of rags that look like they have a bingo in them, but it's not looking like that. So I see he has exchanged. He exchanged the U, keeping AEGRIL, and immediately John plays I believe this is VINIC. Okay. Vinic. Now back to Abdulmumin. Yeah, he has a bingo of regional, and I think the anagram for that is geraniol. So he's going for regional. Both scores the same points, and that has been committed. So 63 points for Abdulmumin, the first bingo of the game. Now, moving on quickly, we have MANNTDD for Aiyedun John. We have duplicates here. Duplicates N, duplicates D. That's not the kind of rack you're looking for, but you don't get to decide the tiles you pick from the bag. So his options there are he could play admin. Okay, but he's going for Madden. He could play admin for 31 points, or choosing to play Madden would only score him 20. And I think that has been committed. Yes, that has been committed for John. Moving on quickly, we have KIOEDEU for Abdulmumin, and okay, I think it was challenged. Just saying that. Okay, that's an extra point for John. So moving on, we have KIOEDEU for Mumin, and is going for his top choice of Kior, which is KIORE for 41 points, leaving DEU. Beautiful. Now, John's rack has been quite something from the beginning of this game. Now he has only one vowel. He has just HNNTE. I'm trying to see. Okay, JE. He has two vowels. Okay, he could choose to play JIN through the eye of Vinic for 21 points, or THIN, which is what we are seeing right now, for 26 points, leaving JEEN. And that has been okay, is yet to commit. Okay, that has been committed. Moving on, we have Dudered. Okay, this is Oudered from Mumin, and okay, it was D. Yeah, it's double D. He had Deoud. So immediately it's seen as top choice of the board, coming down quickly for 76. So moving on, we have John's play of JEU. Right, for 26 points, leaving INUTE. Good balance, open to pick up synergic tiles for the next turn. Back to Abdulmumin, he has BEIMPT high. And right now, it could play MIB from the board, from MIB coming down for 24 points. And I see he has MIB arranged. Okay, he played MIB, but at the bottom, at the top of the board instead. So that scores less. That costs 20 points, leaving EIPT. Okay, back to John. We have TUNLBIE. Okay, the top choice I'm seeing here is Jubilee from the Jew played earlier for 30 points, leaving NT or Juliet for 26 points, leaving BN. Both choices open up the triple lane. So is John ready to take that risk and play it, or find somewhere else to play? And on the other side, we can see Mumin has picked the first blank of the game. So opening that triple might not exactly be a good idea right now. But your opponent never knows what you have. So let's see what he comes up with. So he's taking his time on this one. You know, he don't want to take no chance. I'm sure he probably saw the Jubilee, but he's still thinking about more options. Okay. A bit of break in our power. That would be restored soon. Okay. And here we have it. Okay, I see John is still taking his time on this one. Okay, I see MUIL coming down instead. Is yet to commit, and that has been committed by John for 18 points, leaving BENT. Now, Mumin has TEREPI, and he has a bunch of options to bingo from. So, I want to see the one it goes for. Okay, but I see okay. He has TEREPI blank, right? And it could play up or it could play down to the D of the board for depictor or decrepit. Yeah, decrepit or depictor, or even peridots. Okay, but I don't think peridots would fit. Or it might decide to play up, hooking the EN, but that would open up the triple lane above. I don't think you might want to do that. So let's see what it comes up with. If it's trying to play defensively, you might play to the D down below, or you might just go for a score up there. It could be PTR, which I think that's what he has on his rack, arranged on his rack. Could be Pitia, it could be Pestia. So the blank can be A, it can be E with what he has arranged. So it's trying to decide which one it would go for. Okay. More option that I didn't see earlier is Pyrenites. The blank being the N. Parenti. Okay, that's not Pyrenites. Parenti for 63 points. And immediately John responds with begets. EEGET. Begets for 24 points. I see the second blank with Mumin. So he has a rack of QI TTHR blank. And it's playing birth. Yeah, it goes for birth for 20 points, leaving QT blank. Interesting choice. Moving on, we have EEWEING for John. Okay. It's going for EEWE for 24 points. Playing the derivative, which is EEE, the triple EW, would have scored in more points of 32. 8 more points, but leaving the E is not a bad idea. Now, I believe Mumin played QAT white under that. Cats for 21 points. And now John has COINGAE. No visible bingo here, but the top move here would be to play in between the U and the parente. So in playing GEARE would be the highest point, but it's going for PACO. 24 points. The second best move. Okay, is taking that back. Currently, Mumin is on 304 and John 200. Okay, and it's played that back. Paco committed. I pronounce that the Nigerian way. I really do hope that's how it's pronounced. So now we have FTAEOS. I'm blank for Mumin. I think we should see a bingo in this move, in this round. He has quite a number of options. He can play out fists. Oh no, he can't play out fists. That has been blocked by the PSCO move. So he can play sets. Okay, I'm getting something. Yeah, he played falsetto, I believe. The blank should be L. Yeah. Falsetto it is for 61 points. Now back to John. He has FATEING. And he spots the best choice. 35 points. Leaving FING. Now that has been committed by John. Moving on, we have UXPENG. SSSORL for Mumin. And the stop choice would be to play SOX just above birth with the S hooking the HAT for 33 points. Or it could play ROUX, but that would be exposing the triple. So XOX is the top choice for this round, and that has been committed for 33 points by Momin. Now we have ARFYING for John. I think this has a simple 7 of fraying. Yeah, fraying. And fraying would enter the top portion of this board, hooking the EN for fen. That is his only playable bingo and only position. Okay, so quickly we see that coming down, frame for 78 points by John. So back to Momin, we have VANLS you have. Okay. Now its top choice would be to hook the S to the frame for frames, and coming down it could play SAV. Yeah, SAV will be the highest for about 42 points. Could also play Sun, SUN, or SOR, SUR. Yeah, you play any of those for that point. So let's see what it comes up with. Yes, frame takes an S. It can hook it. It can add the S to the frame and play that. So let's see if that's what it plays. I think Mumin is tracking. We have 10. Yeah, I think we have about 4 tiles left or 10. And Mumin currently is on 399 and John's 313. Oh, interesting choice for Mumin. I see he's played UN instead. So he probably have a reason for that I'm yet to understand, but we'll find out. Plays UN for 14 points instead. So we see ZWALUNS for John. Same arrange was, which is definitely the top choice. Was with the A hooking the shirts. I really see the importance of knowing these words by their origin and the hooks and what it takes, and being able to spot them. The origin of this HET started with HET, and then S was added, and now it can also take A, assets. So in playing was will score him about 54 points. But if you never knew that hook, you won't play it. So you could play was WAZ, leaving LNSU. But I can see now that it's choosing to play the was slightly in a different position. So this scores less. This scores 37 points, but he's yet to commit his move. And he's taking it back. Okay, now I see was even, I see one instead. This is an interesting choice from John. And I think he wants to go for that. And he's taking it back again. Okay. Okay, I see him tracking now, which is very crucial at this point. But looking at this game, there's a 100-point lead for Mumin. So the probability of him winning is slim but not zero. So let's see what is able to come up with. Okay, I think he's opting for one at the very top, and that has been committed. Honestly, when I saw him arrange was WAZ, I was thinking he was going to go for that for 54 points, just above the shirts. Now, moving on, we have VALORSY for Mumin. And his best choice would be to definitely hook his S to the frame, coming down to form words like Savory or Savoy. And that scores massively, about 68 points, sealing his win in this round. So Could it be he doesn't know it takes S, or he hasn't spotted? Mm. I see him arrange LOY instead. And he's committed LOY instead. Wow. I'm very surprised to say the least. Now we have ZOLUS for John. Of course, he goes for the top choice of SOZ, SOZ, finally hooking the S to frame. Or that would probably still be enough to win this game. Yeah, and it's committed SOZ for 54 points. Back to Mumin, we have VARS. Okay, now we are seeing a challenge, and frames is absolutely valid. Okay, so it makes sense. He wasn't sure if he takes an S, which is why he didn't play any of those words I suggested earlier. Okay, now we have RAVS coming down to end the game, sealing Mumin as the winner of this round. This has been a very exciting game in and out, from the way they spotted their bingo, from the way they played. I think they had about 3 bingos in this game. Okay, I think 4. And it's been very interesting to watch. So thank you very much for watching round 9. Stay tuned and get ready for round 10.